Good afternoon. It's Saturday, May 22nd. I'm back in the reading nook on what is a grey and slightly chilly afternoon, so I'm glad of a nice hot cup of tea. And I'm going to continue unboxing this package. I've already delved into some of the things in here. Just got to get the package out and unwrap it. So if you watched the videos before, there was some idea of the things in here. So where did I get to with this lot? So okay, did 1, 2, 3, and then we get to 4. So what have we looked at so far? First one looked at is Makarga, the Death Roll Kingdom, and then Kratching, the Palace of the Poor, and more recently Upper Helong, Forest Beloved of Time. Now, so what we've got here is a series of fanzines set that develop the Thousand Islands setting, and they're all based upon essentially Malaysian folklore. So essentially these are locations that are on an archipelago far away, and they are all individual and all different and all interesting. And so far I've reviewed those. I've reviewed those 3, and can thoroughly recommend them. And this bundle is available now. Basically, there's 11 titles or so in that bundle. Basically, outside of Malaysia, basically there are dealers who will who have it for sale, which is fantastic because the content really needs to reach a wide audience. So, what we're going to look at this time is Andjang, the Queen on Dog Mountain. So this is number 4 in the series, and it includes quick guide to the palace. I'll have a look at that in a minute. So 3 days up a switchbacking track, silk strips on a teak gateway, drifting gauzily with the wind, inwards at first, then outward, in again and out. The breeze keeps shifting, breathing. Okay, and that's the first piece of artwork you see. Simple, clear, promise of mystery, what's there. Okay, and there's the sort of what the reference again to basically the opening text. And there's the gateway, and we have rumours of Andjang such as never totally true, never totally false too. So weak are in the blood, they can buy curses off you. Not serious ones, only things like poxes or rashes. Like buying those, they like buying those. Not sure why. And you have really essentially the mechanics in these books really amount to no more than these tables. And you basically, the first thing, here's the thing rumours from Andjang. Here are things you hear automatically before you even get there. So right now, just with the 10 rumours here, you've got hooks into the setting. And then then we come to Rizala's train, cattle 3 dozen, tail to nose ring. Rizala took a herd up the mountain last year, her most profitable round trip ever. Okay, fantastic. You have an NPC who's already been there, who can tell you basically what might be up there, or she might want you to go with her. We come on to Kualan, decrepit king, jewelled belt, jewelled scabbard, but robbing him was a problem. Touch his sword and you gush blood from every orifice. His sword thirst tortures him, shows him everybody they killed together over the years, his wife, her lover, the city of Sintra, the prince, his son. He whimpers in his sleep and awakes screaming. The Kulan will beg the queen on the mountain to take his sword. She can keep it fed maybe, then he can be free, then he can die finally. And again, it's content like this that goes throughout the book. It begins to build a world. And basically we have another NPC, Hirahani, exiled heir. Then we go into Ixodai, typical village. Again, fantastic artwork. I'll just show you that. That's of the NPC, and then we have a view of the village, and it's beautifully detailed. And you can see essentially, I'm going to come back to the thing. You've got the amount of content in the book is quite succinct. There is an economy of words to these books, and then we get into the people of Andjang, and they live in raised houses. The space be underneath its storage, sieves and threshing screens, palm leaf mats, cooking pits, and then what also might be found in there. So typical house, table of contents, random contents. And then people of the village, look at this one, okay, or something's up with that one. You have roll of the die, a hook, to pull the characters in, or get them involved. Trade goods, black rice, red loam, rattan puppet. Again, a bit of information about each, something to add flavour, detail to the setting. And then magical weapons of Andjang. All killing tools we wish to end in blood and death. Some settle for Andjang, where one of those is plenty. They might be traded or stolen after retirement. And basically what they are. They're some lodged with peasants. They have a single power. Greater weapons up in the Queen's vaults. These have more powers. Roll a d6 and a d20. And we have the 3 laws of Andjang: pay the tithe, love the boundary, offer obedience, and essentially, simple description of the culture, how people live, how they accept their lives to be in the village there. Really quite simple, short and simple. And then they come on to the royalty. Born by the dozens, they're dumped in the forest to die. Fair game for any predator. They learn to stick together. They learn to pack hunt wild pig and tiger. Eventually they hunt each other. They leave the forest scarred, alone. In come or die, they take a name and their station as royalty. They never forget what the forest taught them. Fantastic description. Basically, there we go. The princes and princesses. And what they also have, various features. Again, great artwork. Weird, I don't know what that is yet, but obviously they're digging that into that. And they have Eldritch powers as well. And then we go into we've done the village, and we go on to Kamadai, the palace town. Again, it's a terrific artwork. I love these books, and again, I'm so glad that they're available, to the general hobby. And the thing is, a lot of the cases that these books, they're fantasy, but they're not. They're a place. So you can drop these into a setting of your choice. They don't necessarily have to be Dungeons and Dragons or that kind of thing. You can do these as science fiction because they're odd enough, they're different enough. They're fantastic, but they're fantastic without necessarily being fantasy. It's sort of like a case of, I've said some of them, you could just go, here's a location, Doctor Who and his TARDIS lands there and explores what happens. For example, we have a basic Andjang, we have a complete description of what's in the Kamadai, in basically the royal residence. Again, fitted with fantastic artwork, basically the cemetery there, and then the treasure house at basically Queen's Boudoir and Grotto. There we go. Again, at Palace atmosphere, generally cold, damp, smelling, unsettling. The next door you enter, you find roll or die. Again, just great for bringing basic atmosphere and feel to the place. And just a terrific, really great artwork there. I just hope that even eventually they don't necessarily need to do a reprint. Let's just do one volume of these books in one. That would be great. And then the court itself, with the perfect Desert King. There we go. I don't know what he's about, but again, find out in the review soon, because I'm doing another fanzine focus strand next weekend. So yeah, and also so what you get in this is the palace, so you've got a better overview of the palace and the poster, the outside, and then in the middle, full court. So essentially, location and reasons to explore, people to encounter, things to trade in and so on, everything essentially in Andjang, the Queen on Dog Mountain. So basically available from 1,000 islands, but check the 1,000 Island website and they will give you links to where these are now available outside of Malaysia. Well, thank you very much for watching another unboxing in the Nook. If you've enjoyed this, please do click the like button down below, and of course if you've got any comments or feedback, I welcome those too. And if you want to be alerted to yet more unboxings in the Nook, you know what to do. Click that subscribe button. I do appreciate it. Equally, I appreciate you taking the time to watch this unboxing. Thanks again for watching. I'll be back soon with another package, another hot cup of tea, and more wittering about something I've got in the post. Thanks again. Bye for now.